woman like you should never come to our home ever again. Break up with my brother immediately. I will absolutely never approve of this marriage.
Why would you say something like that, and suddenly throwing a glass of water and kicking me out? I came here to formally announce our engagement. This is just horrible.
Huh? What's so horrible? Being soaking wet suits a nightclub woman like you perfectly.
Nightclub? What are you talking about? I don't work in that industry.
Stop lying, you middle school dropout. What other job could someone with such poor education have besides working at a nightclub?
Please don't make such assumptions. At least listen to what I have to say first.
What could you possibly say to justify lying to my brother about who you really are?
I've never lied to Alex. He knows my background and accepts me for who I am.
Shut up! I don't want to listen to anything from a vulgar, dirty woman like you. You'll make my ears rot.
Excuse me?
My brother deserves someone with proper education and family background, not someone who will embarrass him at company events.
That's incredibly judgmental. You don't even know me.
I know enough. Your type is always the same. You're obviously just after his money, right? My brother Alex has always been smart, and now he works at a major corporation as an elite employee. He makes great money, too. He's my pride and joy. It's no wonder someone like you, who doesn't match his level, would be attracted to him.
That's not true at all. I love Alex for who he is, not for his money or position.
Save that romantic nonsense for someone who'll believe it. I've seen your type before.
That's not why I decided to marry him.
Oh, really? Then why? What could someone like you possibly offer my brother?
We connect on a deeper level. We share the same values and dreams for the future.
I told you to stop lying. You're just looking to leave the nightlife industry by finding a man with good income. Nightclub women trade their youth for money and live extravagantly. That's obviously why you approached Alex. I can see right through you.
You're completely wrong about me. I work hard for my living.
Hard work? Is that what you call what you do? Don't make me laugh.
That's really not true. As I mentioned earlier, it's true that I only finished middle school. When I was in high school, my parents died in a car accident and I couldn't continue school, so I dropped out and started working. But even with my background, I've been able to work at a normal company.
Shut up, you vulgar woman! I will absolutely never approve of this marriage. Break up with my precious brother right now. A dirty woman from the nightlife industry should never come back to this house.
You're not listening to anything I'm saying. There's no point in continuing this conversation when you've already made up your mind about me.
Finally, something we agree on. Leave now and stay away from Alex.
I understand. I'll leave now.
Good. That's the first sensible thing you've said all evening.
But I won't be breaking up with Alex. He deserves to hear what happened tonight directly from me.
How dare you? After everything I've said, you still think you have a chance with him?
It's not your decision to make. It's Alex's.
Never show your face again. If you really want to leave the nightlife industry, go ask some sleazy old man instead.
I'm leaving now, but I hope someday you'll realize how unfairly you've judged me.
Just get out before I throw something heavier than water at you.
I'm sorry about my sister, Kate. Are you okay after what happened?
Yeah, you called me a taxi right away, so I'm almost home now.
Even though it's getting warmer in early spring, getting water thrown on you must have been cold. Take a warm shower as soon as you get home.
Yeah, I will. The water soaked right through my dress. I'm still shivering a bit.
I should have come with you in the taxi.
No, you needed to stay and talk to your sister. I understand. More importantly, what should we do about Michelle's misunderstanding? She doesn't seem like she'll listen to anything I have to say.
Huh? Misunderstanding?
Michelle doesn't like my educational background, that I only graduated from middle school. She thinks the only place someone like me could work is in a nightclub. She said she won't approve of a marriage with a vulgar, dirty woman.
What? My sister said that?
Yeah, she kept insisting I must be working in the nightlife industry because of my education.
That's absurd! How could she make such assumptions?
Huh? Didn't she tell you anything?
I demanded to know why she did what she did, but she wouldn't tell me anything. She only said it was all for my sake, and it was frustrating. Thanks to you, I finally understand what's going on.
For your sake. In a way, she's a caring sister who loves her brother.
That's just her not being able to let go of her brother. My sister thinks of me almost like her son. I'm really sorry she caused you trouble because of that.
What do you mean? Does Michelle really love you that much?
My parents both worked and were busy since I was little. They were both constantly traveling nationwide for business trips, so I was basically raised by my sister. That's why she's so overly protective of me.
I see.
I'm grateful to my sister and I love her as family, but I really wish she would let me go a bit. I'll explain the misunderstanding to her.
No, that's okay. I think misunderstandings should be cleared up personally.
Are you sure, after how she treated you tonight?
Yes, if we're going to be family, I need to try to build a relationship with her myself.
I see.
And we should both calm down first. I want to make time to talk with Michelle properly later. Will you help me with that? She'll probably refuse if I invite her myself.
Of course, I'll arrange something next week when everyone's had time to cool off.
Thank you. That would be best.
I love you, Kate. I'm sorry tonight didn't go as planned.
I love you too. We'll figure this out together.
Talk to you later then.
Good night. I'll let you know when I get home safely. Isn't this flyer going too far? There are papers posted on my apartment door saying nightclub woman and dirty woman break up with my brother. This is just pure harassment.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't pretend you don't know. Someone put these offensive flyers all over my apartment building. I asked the building manager to check the security cameras. They clearly show you posting these flyers on my door.
What? Don't they usually only show those to police? This is why I hate nightclub women. You probably seduced the manager to let you see the footage, right?
That's a disgusting accusation. Is that how you think women get ahead in life?
It's how women like you get ahead. I know your type.
I did no such thing. The kind manager simply helped me out of goodwill.
Sure, whatever. Maybe that manager was actually a customer at your place. Or wait, could he be your sugar daddy? Is that how you can afford such a luxury apartment?
What?
You really are such a dirty woman. Even after everything I said, you still haven't broken up with Alex. So I thought I'd throw water on you again and went to your place, only to find you living in a super luxury high-rise. I'm sure your neighbors don't know there's such a vulgar woman living near them, so I decided to inform them of your true identity.
So you're saying you don't like that I live in a nice place. That's why you suddenly harassed me like this. Thanks to you, people in my building are whispering about me, and it's really troublesome.
Serves you right, and just so you know, don't try to turn this around on me. It's your fault for having a shameful job that makes people gossip about you.
I already told you I don't work in the nightlife industry. I have a normal office job. I pay the rent for this apartment with my own salary.
Stop with those obvious lies already. A poorly educated middle school dropout can't possibly earn that much.
What's wrong with a middle school dropout earning enough to rent a luxury apartment? Your prejudice is too extreme.
Shut up! Just break up with my brother already! I absolutely refuse to let a dirty nightclub woman become my cute brother's wife! You low-class woman, disappear from my brother's life right now!
If you insist, fine, but it's Alex who will be disappearing. I'll make sure he's removed from the company so he won't enter my site anymore.
What?
He's a valuable asset, but since you insist, I guess I have no choice. I'll remove him from the project team by my authority as his boss. Then I'll ask HR to transfer him out of my department.
Your authority as his boss?
But that might not be enough. We might still run into each other in the office. I should ask HR to move him from headquarters altogether. I'll have Alex transferred to some regional branch office.
Wait a minute, what are you suddenly talking about? Boss's orders and my department? You're talking like you're Alex's boss.
Yes, I am his direct superior. I work at the same company as Alex, and I'm the head of the department he belongs to.
What did you say?
I'll go ahead and ask HR tomorrow then.
Wait, why should Alex be transferred because of someone like you?
Huh? Why? Because you asked me to, didn't you? You told me to disappear from his life, but as a department director at headquarters, I have responsibilities and work I can't abandon. It's much easier and quicker for him to disappear than for me. So I thought from an efficiency standpoint, it would be best if he transferred.
That's not good at all! My precious brother can't be transferred to some regional branch. And anyway, are you really a director? I've never heard of a middle school dropout becoming a director at a major corporation.
Our company values merit. If you don't have academic credentials, you just need to prove yourself with results. We have quite a few people with only middle or high school education who are doing great.
That can't be true. Every major company requires at least a bachelor's degree for management positions.
Not all of them. Some companies understand that education isn't the only measure of a person's abilities.
Really?
And I'm at one of them. After dropping out of high school, I immediately started working at a local small company. But then I changed jobs, and after proving myself there, I changed jobs again. After repeating this process, I was able to climb to where I am now.
You expect me to believe you worked your way up to director with only a middle school education?
Whether you believe it or not doesn't change the facts. You can verify it yourself.
No way. I looked you up online and you really do work at headquarters. Your full name and photo are there.
It seems you're finally starting to believe me. So, let me ask again. Are you okay with me having Alex transferred? That would be the best way to ensure we don't see each other anymore.
No, you can't do that to him. Please don't. Alex worked so hard to get into that company. He was so happy at home when he finally made it onto the project team he wanted to join. It would be too horrible to remove him and send him to some regional office.
But isn't that what you want? For us to be separated?
Not like this, not by ruining his career.
Then what exactly did you have in mind when you told me to disappear from his life?
I just wanted you to break up with him, not destroy everything he's worked for. That's too cruel.
The cruelest thing is having a sister like you.
What did you say?
You heard me. You claim to care about Alex, but you've been trying to control his life according to your own prejudices.
I'm protecting him.
From what? From someone who loves him and happens to be his boss? How is that protecting him?
From someone who's clearly not good enough for him.
Whatever. Since you're asking me not to, I won't remove him from the team or transfer him. Now, regarding the flyers you posted in my building, may I go ahead and sue you for this?
Sue me?
Yes, sue you for defamation and harassment.
You wouldn't dare!
Wouldn't I? You've left quite a paper trail of evidence. This definitely crosses the line. My neighbors have already seen it, and I've been embarrassed and hurt. I believe this qualifies as defamation, so I'll file a police report and sue you.
Police report? No way. You don't need to make such a big deal out of this.
Actually, I do. Your actions have real consequences for my reputation and mental well-being.
It was just a misunderstanding. Can't we just forget about it?
You're the one who made it a big deal. Because of your flyers, I can't live in this apartment anymore. I'll also be claiming compensation for moving expenses. Is that okay with you?
What did you say?
Actually, I don't need your permission for this. I'm the victim here, and I have the right to decide what to do. So, I'll go to the police right away. Please, be prepared for that.
Wait. Isn't going to the police and filing a complaint a bit extreme? I just got carried away in the moment. It was just a kind of joke.
A joke? Harassing someone at their home and damaging their reputation with neighbors is a joke to you?
I was just angry. I wasn't thinking clearly.
That's not an excuse for your behavior.
Please, there must be something I can do to make this right without involving the police.
This is no laughing matter and can't be dismissed as a joke. Well then, excuse me, this low-class woman has wasted enough time on you.
Wait, please, don't go to the police. I'll do anything.
I heard everything from my sister. She's done something terrible.
She called you?
Yes, she was hysterical. She told me about the flyers at your apartment.
So she admitted it?
Yes, and she's terrified you're gonna sue her. Are you really going to the police?
I'm sorry, Alex, but I'm definitely going to sue her.
I understand. I completely support your decision. Go ahead and be thorough about it. My parents and I are completely disgusted with her, and we've decided to kick her out of the family home, so don't hold back.
What? Michelle is being kicked out of your family home?
Yeah, my parents are furious with her behavior, and actually, some incredible things have been happening on our end, too. We found out that my sister had been working in the nightlife industry.
What? After looking down on the nightlife industry so much, she was working there herself?
I couldn't believe it either when I found out.
How did you find out about that?
She was so quick to judge you based on education and insist you must be in the nightlife industry, wasn't she? My parents found that suspicious. They said people who accuse others like this are often guilty of it themselves. So half-jokingly, they investigated and...
They found out Michelle was working there.
Yes, the irony is unbelievable!
How did your parents react when they found out?
They were shocked at first, then extremely disappointed, not because of the job itself, but because of her hypocrisy.
I can imagine. It's quite the revelation.
She was working at a daytime hostess club. Apparently, she was fired from her company quite a while ago. She didn't get along with her colleagues, but she didn't want to tell us about it.
So all this time, she was pretending to go to a corporate job?
Exactly, for almost a year now.
That explains a lot about her reaction to me. She was projecting her own situation onto me.
That's exactly what my parents said. Classic projection.
If it was a regular nightclub, she'd have to work at night and it would definitely be caught. But with a daytime hostess club, if she leaves home at the usual time, no one would notice.
And her previous job paid pretty well. She probably didn't want to say that she was earning less money. It's not easy to find a job that pays well and that you can start right away.
And yet she judged me so harshly for what she assumed was my employment situation.
The hypocrisy is what my parents can't forgive. It's not the job, it's the lying and then attacking you for something she was doing herself.
I'm shocked. I can't believe Michelle herself was working there.
I'm still processing it myself. The sister I thought I knew wouldn't do these things.
People can surprise you, sometimes in disappointing ways.
The worst part is that she showed no remorse for what she did to you. Even when confronted about the flyers, she only worried about herself getting in trouble.
That's concerning. It shows a lack of empathy.
My parents said the same thing. That's ultimately why they asked her to leave.
Do you think she has somewhere to go?
She makes good money at the hostess club. She can afford an apartment.
I see. I feel bad for your parents, though. This must be difficult for them.
They're heartbroken but firm in their decision. They said she needs to learn there are consequences to her actions. Anyway, that's the situation, so do whatever you want. My parents approve of our marriage, and once everything settles down, let's get officially registered.
That's a relief. I was worried this might affect their view of me.
Not at all. If anything, they're impressed by how you've handled yourself through all this.
Thank you for standing by me. This hasn't been easy.
Of course, we're a team. Nothing my sister does can change that.
Got it. Then I'll proceed without holding back.
I support you completely. Let me know if you need anything for the legal process.
I will. I'll talk to a lawyer tomorrow.
Perfect. Keep me updated. Love ya.
Love you too. Good night.
What are you going to do about this? Because of you, I've been kicked out of my home.
Huh? Why is that my fault?
If you had never entered Alex's life, none of this would have happened.
I think your own actions are responsible for your current situation.
Because you hid your job from me. If you had told me everything from the beginning, I wouldn't have misunderstood.
I tried to tell you multiple times. You refused to listen.
You should have been clearer. How was I supposed to know you were a director?
That's rich coming from you. You didn't even give me a chance to talk.
That's not true. I give you plenty of chances.
When exactly? When you were throwing water at me or when you were posting defamatory flyers on my door?
Stop bringing that up. I said I was sorry.
Actually, you never apologized. You just asked me not to go to the police.
Fine, I'm sorry. There, happy now?
I can't really feel the sincerity.
Shut up! I'll approve of your marriage to Alex, so please convince my parents and Alex. It's unbelievable they'd kick out their daughter over something like this.
That's difficult for me to do. You weren't kicked out just because of this incident.
What do you mean? What else could it be?
I heard about it. Michelle, you're working at a daytime hostess club, right? I never imagined you were in the nightlife industry yourself.
Huh? Wait a minute. How do you know that? You said you heard. Who told you?
Alex told me. It seems your whole family knows now.
What? I was hiding it so carefully. How did they find out?
From you yourself.
Huh?
They became suspicious because you were so strongly against our marriage, so they thought, what if? And investigated. Bingo! They found out you were working at a daytime hostess club. This is what they call reaping what you sow.
No, that can't be.
Your excessive judgment of me based on what you thought was my job made them wonder why you were so fixated on it.
That's not fair. They invaded my privacy.
And posting flyers on my apartment door wasn't an invasion of my privacy?
That's different. I was protecting my brother.
I don't have any prejudice against daytime hostess clubs or the nightlife industry, but I understand they're professions that often face prejudice, so it's understandable that you felt so strongly about it, but you shouldn't have turned that on me. No wonder your parents would kick you out.
What?
Don't you remember all the things you said about women in that industry? Dirty, vulgar, shameful.
But that's different. I'm not like those other women.
Anyway, your family already kicked you out and told me to sue you without holding back, so I'm going to thoroughly pursue this defamation lawsuit.
No way. You were serious about that the other day?
Completely serious. The paperwork is being prepared as we speak.
But we can work something out. I apologized already.
An apology doesn't undo the damage to my reputation with my neighbors.
Of course I was serious, but if you really want to avoid a lawsuit, we could settle. Nightlife workers trade their youth for money, right? You could just use that money for the settlement. How much do you want? I don't make that much money.
Enough to cover my moving expenses and the emotional distress you've caused.
No. How? This can't be.
Then I could withdraw the police report. Let's discuss the details through my lawyer. I'm just a middle school dropout, so I don't know much about legal matters. When I don't understand something, I rely on professionals. That's the quickest way, right?
If I really pay the settlement, will you withdraw the police report? Will you forgive me and convince everyone to let me back home?
The settlement would address the legal aspects of what you've done to me.
And the rest? Will you help me with my family?
Aren't you asking for too much just for a settlement? This is strictly about compensation for defamation. It's not about forgiveness, and I know nothing about your family situation.
But you must have some influence with Alex and his parents now.
That's their decision to make. I won't interfere in family matters.
But...
Well then, I'll be going now.
Wait, please! I'm desperate here. I'll do anything!
Anything includes accepting the consequences of your actions. Goodbye, Michelle. Right after I filed a police report, Michelle contacted me saying, I'll pay any settlement amount, so please withdraw the report immediately. I received 5 million yen, about $50,000, as a settlement. She also agreed to cover all my moving expenses. It seems she was quite popular and made good money at the daytime hostess club. However, no matter how much money she pays, it seems neither her parents nor her beloved Alex have any intention of forgiving her. Alex said, I won't notify her about our marriage registration or invite her to our wedding.